Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, September 15th, 2018. Good morning to all of you from the Rancho. I'll wait a couple minutes before I get underway here. I want to try to be as definitive as possible today so I don't have to talk about this stuff again. Hey, Mimi's, nice to see you. Hi, Manda Panda. If anybody wants to tweet this out, I would appreciate it too. If you, as we get some more people in here from Twitter and everything. Hi, sweetie, nice to see you. Zoe, everybody, nice to see you. So we'll continue to get wrenches out. Don't worry if I don't hit you the first time. Sophia, how are you? There we go. I'm not nice. Try me. I would try you. I'm not nice. Manda Panda. Okay. Hope you all are doing well this morning. There we go. Hey. Okay. I think we're okay there. Hi, Danny. Hey, Tucker. Bean, how are you? Baby doll. Put Bean in there. Keith Gregory, nice to see you. Pride of the United States Navy. Keith Gregory and Domestic Goddess. We'll get underway here in a minute. It was so I've got a few things to say. It's not gonna be a very long hangout because I like to get to the point on things. And I'm a person that owns my shit too. Trust me. When I mess up, hey Depeche, nice to see you. Beth, thank you, sweetie. Yeah, it's comfortable. It's going to be a hot day today. I'm going to be working in the shop out there today. I've got to clean up the shop and get ready for vintage audio repair work. As you can see behind me, good morning, Shingy. As you can see behind me, I do have a lot of vintage audio equipment that I enjoy working on. Thank you for the thumbs up here on the Hangouts. Hey, Teresa. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you, Nick Man. Nice to see you. So just wait a couple more minutes here. I hope everybody's having a good day. Hey, Candy, how are you? I hope everybody's having a good day. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about you can see the title of the Hangout. It's called About Last Night. My apologies and Hangout Etiquette. Happy Saturday to you. It's very hot in Kentucky. Hey, Michelle Lynn, how are you, sweetie? And I went today and I looked up the definition of etiquette. And according to the dictionary, etiquette is the customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. I don't always succeed, but like a lot of you, hey Graham, how you doing, sweetie? Like a lot of you, yeah, I'm going to be back to the vintage audio because things cool down around here, so I can't really work comfortably in the shop, and I'm not going to air condition it because it is hey monkey, it is too hot, and I'm going to spend the money to air condition something out there in the shop. If I didn't hit you with the wrench, don't worry, we'll get to that. So etiquette. You know, we go back and forth on Hangouts about how we should run Hangouts and things. And many of you probably know that on Friday nights I like to do the bikini baking. A lot of you were there last night on the Hangout. I like to have an open stream. I like to, there's Laurie. Hi, sweetie pie. How are you? I like to have an open stream. I like everybody to feel like that they can be welcome. And I know a lot of times we can't check our stuff at the door. We can't check our disagreements that we have with people at the door. But I think that we can be civil. Now, one of the things that's happened, you know, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to apologize right off the bat. I am the worst of the worst chat host or hostesses on YouTube. Why? Because I can't control my own Hangouts. Okay, I own that. You know, I'm not a strong, you know, like the kind of person that can be very alpha, and you know, I kind of let people have their head and off they go galloping to the races. The problem with that is that things often get out of control. The easiest thing to do is just sit up here, run a Hangout, and just have a side chat. Then it goes, you know, then it kind of takes on a life of its own, and it can go the way that it wants to go. But when you have people on a panel, it's difficult. So that's number one. I want to apologize for that. I recognize that. You know, that my hangouts are usually disastrous when I try to have full panels and stuff like that. You mix in some alcohol with it, and it can get, well, not in the sense that people are breaking chairs over each other's heads, just in the sense that, you know, when you're having a hangout and it goes on, when you're a chat host, you have to keep an eye on everything. You have to watch the internal chat and you have to watch the external chat. And if you're busy, like baking a cake or doing something like that, then it's not always easy to focus. So you wrench people up. I used to start with a few mods, and then I thought, oh, it's not fair. Hi, Wendy. I said it's not fair to have to put the burden on these people. So I adopted what I call the Tucker policy. You just give everybody a wrench, okay? Then you don't have to worry about that. So last night, we're rolling along pretty good. Thank God the cake was finished. And, you know, we're sitting there, and Diane P shows up on the side. I'm not quite sure what her channel name is. Comes on the side, and, you know, she's chatting away on there. Diane does ladies' night, and she also does movie night. Now, for my part, and for speaking of a lot of people in the Boyd, we don't know a lot about what happened before, you know, the Boyd kind of mixed in with the drama community here and the beauty community. So I kind of set it as my goal to try to just understand and to meet people, and to try to be friendly and meet friends from both sides. I've been welcomed to Divas After Dark, Mandy's channel that she runs over there with Crystal and a few of the other gals. And Diane has graciously invited me to come over and be on her chat hangout. And I've enjoyed being over there watching the movie night and all this. In other words, you know, we don't know the backstory, but you can hang with people. But the problem is when you have a hangout of your own and people are invited to be on the panel and things, of course, people are going to start asking questions, and we're curious. What's the backstory? We start asking people. What's the origination of the mama bear deal? What's the origins of the little Rosie deal? We didn't talk about little Rosie last night, okay? So rest easy. I mean, that's not on my platter, okay? You know, God bless her, and that's the way it is. Stickers, haven't had a chance to review that thing yet. Good morning to you, but I guarantee you I'll get to that this weekend. So we try to meet people. We hang out with people. I've met a ton of cool people. From the Cassidys to the Wendys to the Blondes, all these really cool people I've met. So we're having a hangout last night. Diane gets a link. We start exchanging, talking about the fundraising efforts and things. And I was curious about you know, quite a few of us were curious about on Boyd about the origins of stuff. And of course, you're only going to hear one side of what's coming down, and we recognize that. We know that when we start tearing into that. So we gave Diane a link. We put some links out last night, and we're going along. And I guess somebody didn't like what they heard, and person entered into the chat something called Thor, the god of something, or the hammer of something or other, flashed into the chat momentarily. Flashed out of the chat. When I say flash into the chat, they came into the green room because somebody that I gave a link to be on the hangout shared that link with somebody else. Okay. And that allowed this person that was named Thor, the hammer, or something like that to come in. When I saw the person flash in, I've been to a few rodeos before in my time. When the person flashed into the chat, I know what's going to happen right away. the whole Hangout is in danger of being shut down because people can be surgically removed from the panel one after another. And if you're lucky, you just have a empty Hangout looking thing, nobody on panel. And then you got to race over and you got to shut the Hangout down. Okay? In the meantime, we've seen people roll porn on Hangouts with the result that the channel gets struck and in one case terminated. Okay, you're responsible for what goes on your Hangout. I see Thor coming last night, the hammer, and I know something's coming down. So I immediately, you'll see it on the Hangout at the end of the first Hangout last night. I tell people right there the last 2 minutes, I said, look, somebody's got the link. They grabbed it in the basement down there, and the stuff's coming down right now. Now, the good news is, if there's any good news, only one person was removed. The bad news is a person was removed from the Hangout by somebody external to the Hangout. Now, what are your choices at that point? Now, you can either go along, keep the Hangout going, and I discussed this with my friend Cooper last night. You can keep the Hangout. Good morning, Kelly and Tommy boy. You can keep the Hangout going and cross your fingers and hope it's not a skiwi or somebody like that that's going to come in and just wreak havoc. Not that skiwi has. I'm just saying skiwi would just, would just boot people just for. I mean, he's never been terrible in that. But when somebody disappears, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're next. I'm thinking to myself, well, usually they take the chat host or the chat hostess out first. I'm like pinching myself. Well, I'm still here. Hey, Kristen. I'm still in the Hangout. But at that point, you don't have control over your Hangout anymore, do you? The Hangout is not yours to control. And when a train is out of control, what do? You get the hell off of the chain. You get the hell off of the train. And you shut it down. And that's what I decided to do last night. To close that stream down because I could not risk what was going to happen. Keith, we love you too. We like Tucker, but we love Keith. You got to stop the train. And you know what? I feel bad about that because here's somebody on the panel. You might not agree with Diane P. And I've had other people. I've had, Pam came on, and I'll get to that in a minute. And Janie, late night with Nippy and Janie. It's a place that people come, and maybe we get the stuff squared away, and maybe we don't. Maybe we don't talk about it at all. Maybe we bake a cake. So I had to shut the Hangout down last night, and Diane P appears on the side chat. I'm not sure what her channel is. Hi, Vanessa and Shauna. Good morning. And she says, it says I've been removed from the Hangout. So thank you, JK. So the good news is that the Hangout only, the Hangout ended and Diane was removed. The bad news is, like I said, that Diane was removed because she's been nothing but gracious and pleasant. But obviously somebody on the other side of the issue, which I'm not aware of, decided that they were just going to take it down and that was going to be the end of it. Hey, Felty, but the problem is if we start doing that kind of stuff, then everybody's Hangouts are going to be in jeopardy, and everybody's going to get screwed on this thing. And everybody's going to get screwed on these Hangouts. So Diane, I want to apologize to you for being forcibly removed from the Hangout last night. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say this morning is I apologize for that. Okay, second thing I'm going to say is asking once again. Now, I've been removed, and Cooper owned that once just for the hell of it. He removed me from my own Hangout. And, I've had people come on my Hangouts and they booted other people off the panel. Bergs comes on, he gets loud and obnoxious, and somebody hits the dump button and the trap door opens and there goes Bergs down into the drink. But those kind of things, I really think should be the prerogative of the person that's running the chat. I don't know how you all feel about that. It should be, yeah, there's Howard Cosell, Team Thor. I guess that was it. So Howard's one of that crew. Now, I have to say, much to the credit over there, they just, they didn't destroy the whole thing. They just had one person in mind, and they took that person out. But I really think that it should be the prerogative of the person that's hosting the chat, whether somebody's removed from the panel or not. I like to have people come to the Hangouts and try to interact with each other. We had another case where everybody's wrenched up. Lindy comes in, and Lindy's immediately booted. Has to be brought back in. We're just trying to have an open chat, and I just ask everybody, hey, let's just chat. Let's just talk in here. And unless somebody's really being a badass in the chat, let's let people just coexist and have a place where they can chat and hang out and engage and discuss and battle a little bit if they want to about what's going on. And Beth says it should be your choice. It's your channel. And I kind of agree. You try to be as accommodating as possible, but you don't want things to turn into a case where people are being pulled out of the chat. So if you come in on the, Diane, I've had a lot of fun with Diane, and I know that Diane is on a different side than Mandy and Christy and some of the people over there with Divas After Dark. I understand that. You got the Sam Telfers. You got some very strong personalities here in these communities, and we're just curious. We ask questions and things like that, and we're not here to have people be fingered out or stuff. Last night was a case in point. Pam showed up on the side chat. Pam's done a lot of things to raise money. The tide of questioning is starting to rise. Who should get the money and who not? We're going to be fighting this epic rear guard battle now about who gets money and who doesn't. But the bottom line is money was raised for people. We raised money ourselves for Red Cross last night. Pam and Ricky come in the side chat. We start another hangout. They pop in. We're having a few laughs. Janie comes in from late night with Nippy and Janie. The good thing about that, they kind of went at it last night. But the good thing about that is they engaged each other. One didn't boot the other off the panel. They just came in and they engaged each other and didn't come to any resolution. But it was a chance for them to just kind of vent a little bit and open up and do that. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Please, nobody else hit that. Thank you, honey. I appreciate. I don't feel like this chat's worth any of that, but thank you. We'll donate that. Thank you, Misdemeanor. We'll donate that to put that into for the Red Cross. Thank you, honey. So they came in last night, and I'm just saying, I got some messages today about the side chat, and you're supporting this person and you're supporting that person. I'm really not. I'm trying to have people come into the side chat, and if you can't get along with each other, just don't boot each other off of the and delete each other off the side chat. So I'll turn my attention to that. So I wanted to apologize to Diane if somebody might be tweet that after her today, just so that she sees that I don't know all the stuff with Mama Bear. I'll tell you the Mama Bear stuff, and I'll get into this a little bit too. The hangout with Lucy Ball and Mama Bear and I was another pretty crazy hangout. And nice to see you, Whiskey. Good morning. And I felt that left a kind of a bad taste in my mouth afterward. And some people were saying, well, the next day Rosie went over to Mama Bear's. Yeah, because I got a conscience, you know. I got a conscience. I got a soft spot for people. I don't know the backstory, but I lay in bed at night and I think to myself, wow, that probably looked like a setup or something. And I feel bad. I feel bad about that. It wasn't, and this is a very polarizing figure, and I understand that, and there's some bad things that have been said, but I just feel like, I have this bad taste in my mouth that it doesn't sit right. It doesn't digest well with me. So I go over there. Thank you, JK. Yeah, I have morals, but I'm probably misguided. And I feel bad about that. And I really feel bad that even if I just appear in Mama Bear's chat and say, hi, how you doing? Hey, wrench holders stuff. There's people thinking bad of that instead of thinking, well, maybe just try to smooth things a little bit and just try to say, hey, I didn't mean for that stuff to come down. I'm in the middle here. I didn't mean for you, and it wasn't the intention for you and Lucy to go at it. And then I think to myself, well, you're cut off with something that you enjoyed. You enjoyed hanging out with some of those people and stuff. So, but it didn't sit well for me. So I felt like I had to go over there and extend, at least try to put some oil on the water. The end result was Whiskey and I got the big FU, both of us. But I was in there the next day and just level things out and get smooth. Yet, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. Hey Kelly, how you doing? I don't think there's anything wrong with just trying to be friendly people. I mean, Cassidy Hampton, she knows that I'd gone over to Mama Bear's, but she's cool about where people, she adopts the attitude of like, you do what the hell you want to do. Yeah, Cassidy, I'm glad you're safe, honey. I know you had to leave Hooker Hotel. There's Tango. Hey, babe. Let me, and I'm going to read the side chat now if you want to interact. But yeah, maybe I think about the shit too much. Maybe that's the problem. I know it's only Boyd and all that kind of stuff, but it sure is a hell of a lot easier when things go smoothly. Even if you there's Tango's like, well, I don't know, Tango. I think some people understand what I'm saying. I appreciate you being here, my friend. The point is, here's the point, Tango. If you're going to come on Hangout, at least my Hangouts, please don't boot other people from the Hangout, okay? And if you come on my Hangout as somebody to be on panel, please be responsible with the link. Okay, that's all. That's my point on there. Please be responsible for the. Please be responsible with giving out the link, and don't give it out to other people. Because it wreaks havoc potentially in the Hangout. You've been doing this long enough to know you can't please everyone, so please yourself and do what you. I basically kind of do that, Tucker. Yes. Sticker says, I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, you can actually come in and you can be giving out the link is kind of a, hey, giving out the link is kind of, hey, Katie, how you doing, honey? Giving out a link is kind of a responsibility for people when you have that. And to have people weaponize that and go in, it was bad because you don't know what the heck's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to be next or what when this stuff comes down. I've been on Hangouts. Okay, Mama Bear. Well, Mama Bear didn't have a link last night. Okay, that's for sure. So I'm just saying, I don't know. The person knows who got the link and who distributed. I don't know who did. So what's this link? Tango, let's say you wanted to come up, and I think you've been on the panel before. You've been on Dave's panel, I believe. Jen, other people have been on Hanger. Hey, Rouge, nice to see you. When you want to put somebody on panel, you go ahead and you send them, you copy and paste the up in the address bar, you copy and paste that specific address for the Hangout, and then you can copy that and then send it to people. You can actually copy that and then send that. And you can send it by Gmail. You can send it out on a tweet. You can put it out a lot of different ways. Now, somebody said, Sean said, I don't think it was a drama community girls. Well, the good news, if there is any, was this person was thoughtful enough. I didn't like the end result of somebody being booed, but at least they were thoughtful enough to just remove one particular person as opposed to just one by one, which has happened before. Pulled people off of the panel. So once you have that link, you have that ability to basically close it down. Okay, well, I don't know, but somebody gave the link to her, so I'm not going to blame her for that. Okay, I'm just going to say somebody put the link out on the side, so I'm not smart enough to know. Cassidy, I'm glad you're safe, honey, out of Hooker Hotel, so hope everything is going to be good. I don't know when you're going back home, but I do hope that everything will go okay. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know a lot of that stuff that goes on with the communities. Yeah, I never gave MB a link on last night. I hope you're okay, Katie. Hope you're okay. Tommy Boy says I have to. Jesse, you're too much. So, okay, yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't believe Sam would do that. I don't think that she would. She gets tagged with a lot of stuff, um, But I'm telling you guys, any of you guys, if you're running a stream or something like that, and you see somebody come into the Hangout that's totally unknown to you, and that flashes on the screen, you have a millisecond to eject that person. Okay, and block that person off. If you don't do that, that person now has the ability to come on and basically close down your Hangout. Okay, that's it. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm glad to see you here too, Katie. Yeah, I'm just saying. Sam has been friendly with me. She's I don't know the Ash. I'm not trying to piss you off or anything. I just don't. I don't know a lot of the backstory. These, when people are nice to me, I'm nice to them, and I don't think, "Hey, Megan, how you doing, sweetie? Love you too." And I think, yeah, maybe surgically remove somebody from the Hangout, but never trash the whole Hangout. So, yeah, Gerald, where is the Gerald today? So. I've been in touch with YouTube. They're looking to fix it so people can't do it. That would be a nice thing. No, Kayla, I'm just saying she's been pleasant. She's been nice to me. I mean, if you've met somebody for the first time and you don't know them and they're pleasant with you, are you going to pick up a wrench and bash them in the head, or are you going to appreciate the friendliness and be friendly to them? That's my whole point. I don't have the basis for. I don't have the base. Yeah, I was on Sam's stream last night. I don't have the basis for hate or dislike because I don't have the backstory. And I'm saying, please forgive me for that. A lot of the Boyd is new. The channel, hey Kathy, I had to kill the Hangout last night because the link got out, and Diane was removed from the Hangout stream. That's the basic bottom line of what the heck happened on there. And I felt real bad about it. I felt real bad about it. Okay, same thing happened on Ladies Night because the link, yeah, you cannot put the link out on the side chat. Those days are morning Elvis. Those days are gone when you can do that. And I would also tell people, if you come in and somebody's not wrenched right away, even if you have an issue with them, please don't just boot them and show them the door. Let them at least come in and chat. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Bunny, how you doing, sweet? I'm not upset so much as I just feel embarrassed and I feel shameful for Diane being removed from the Hangout last night. That's all. Yeah, Nicole says, I think there's people probably contacting YouTube because that's a glitch that's really a dangerous glitch because you're responsible for your Hangout. Okay, Kayla, I appreciate that. I appreciate you not coming down on me like thank you, like wrecking ball. So thank you. Does anybody know Flyboy Glenn? There's Free Birdie. There's Susan. Susan, I wish you'd send me that stuff on that diet that you've got Lori Green on. Not that I particularly need a diet, but just to get that. They would pass the information. Okay. Yes, life happens. I know you do, honey. Thank you. So I don't. Does anybody know Flyboy Glenn? Somebody will have to vouch for you there. So there's Scottish. Hey, honey. Thank you. I appreciate that. Scottish ASMR. Blueberry. Love Blueberry. So last night, as you'll see, the second Hangout, we did have, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So if, no, okay. So no, nobody knows. Sorry. Sorry, Flyboy. Yeah. We just don't know, and that doesn't mean it won't be, but just at this point in time, just understand. If I know you've seen you in the other channel, hey, Penny Pincher. So yeah, everybody, I don't know what your thoughts on the Hangouts. I know that people won't be able to heal the rift that happened in here. JK said YouTube's going to create a waiting room that gives the chat host there to allow people on panel, even if they, oh, that would be good. Yeah, something's got to be done. Silver says Diane gets the short end of the stick around here. She handles a lot of it with grace. I believe that. I believe that. And she's another one that's done good for the community and organizes and takes it upon herself to raise funds and other things for people. I'm a regular. Yeah, I just give it time, Flyboy Glenn. I mean, nobody's booting you out. The wrench is really to just keep people from booting other people out. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Eva. Thank you. Hey, Lean, I know Leanie Bo, and I know a couple of these. So it's a good chance for me to add my. If you're kind of in the background, if you want to post something, even if you don't post that often, and if I've seen you on other streams and stuff, I'll be glad to wrench you here. Seems to be the best way to do things to give everybody a wrench. Okay, take care, Candy. Nice to see you. And if you guys want to see how the orange crush cake turned out, please go over to the Rosie Murphy channel. Put this. I think that's the other link over there. If you want to go over there and check that out. Yeah, Vinny. Yeah, Vinny. Aussie, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. Love Aussie. Yeah, somebody had texted me. there was a damn thing up on Twitter yesterday, like Vinny got booted from Dave's or something like that. And I double checked that, and you know what? Becca called me on that. Becca, Dave, and Becca. She's like, no, 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 no. So it just shows you what you pick up in other streams and on other social media may not be correct. Because the word I got on that was Vinny was raging about that, and last night I didn't see Vinny around last night. So Becca called me on it, corrected, apologies, own your shit, and be done with it. And that's the important thing. Yeah. So, you know, because Vinny's, I'm just going to say this, Vinny's in his own little stew pot. She got booted from my chat last night, Tango. She got booted from my chat last night. If you go, I have 2 chats last night. The first chat was baking the cake, the orange crush cake for Joshua Bingham, and raising money for Red Cross. And the second, at the end of that first hangout, if you watch the last 10 minutes, advance forward through the last 10 minutes of that, and watch till the end, you'll see, you watch very closely up on the panel, you'll see a name, you'll see somebody flash and appear on that panel. Okay, take care, stickers. You'll see somebody flash up on that panel and then disappear. I'm too experienced with years of Hangouts. I know exactly what's coming. There's going to either be a chat takeover or something's coming down on the chat there. So what would you do? You shut down the Hangout. You have to take a defensive posture to close that out. So I apologize. At least I knew ahead of time. At least I knew ahead of time what was going to come down, and I had a chance to tell people, hey, I'm going to shut down the stream and start another stream. So that was the good news. Yeah, somebody had the link, Amber. Somebody had the link. Yeah, Vinny's been I don't want to say Vinny's been a mess, but he's under the gun. Vinny's finding out that you hang with the Irish gals, Irish Ginger Marie, Irish Marie, right? You're going to have your bloody hands full, Vinny. Yeah, Vinny is a hot mess. Vinny is the ultimate hot mess. That's correct. And one of my favorite things in life, Vinny's going to hate me when I say this, is Vinny under the gun with the heat on Vinny. He gets up on that. He gets up on that camera, and I want to tell all of you, I'm just on here for shits and giggles. I'm not on here to piss anybody off. So, and he kicks back in the chair. Irish is great. Thanks, life happens. Yeah, you know Vinny likes being in that. You know Vinny loves being in that stew pot. You know damn well. He's in there, and I tell Vinny, man, you really kicked it up this time. Rosie, how are you? Let me welcome you to the stream. I got me hands full today, Rosie, as you can see. And I got the Irish running crazy on me today, Rosie. Oh, I know, Kitten Cat. No, when Diane, you were there last night, Kitten Cat. She was surgically removed. Hey, Whirlwind Tailspin. Diane, somebody put Diane's channel name down, please, so I can add that back. Yeah, the Irish ladies are cool. I know I sound like I can do a pretty good Vinny. Like the way he gets right up and will tell you, I want peace. I don't want this responsibility. Molly Dolly called me up. I was in Melbourne. I got a call. And I'm like, yeah, Diane P 821. Okay, thank you, Kimberly. And yeah, hey Candace, how are you, baby doll? You were a lot of fun on the chat. And if you guys aren't there on the Friday night streams, yeah, of course I like. Of course I like. Delicia, let me give a wrench to you. I know you. So it's a chance if you don't have a wrench, just roll by here. And yeah, Nicole's heading to the rancho. Oh, good God. You know, Katie, bar the door. There's Pammy and Bammy. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm not so sorry for me. I'm sorry for Diane. Imagine if you're having a party at your home and somebody comes, some bouncers just come and remove somebody. That's pretty embarrassing if you're the host or the hostess, right? So, yeah. Whiskey OG. Hey, Gypsy. Let me wrench you up, honey. There's yours. So if you're kind of back in the background today, just post a little something. So I get you. Yeah, a lot of people ended up being safe with Simply Coastal, and a lot of people were helped out. And if you haven't seen stream number 2, meet. There we are. Stream number 2, we had Pam and Ricky came on, and we had Janie from Late Night with Nippy and Janie come on. They mixed it up. They were on together for about a half hour together. Yeah, Michelle, I haven't seen you in here before, honey. If somebody can vouch for you and say you're cool, then you're cool. Yeah, how you? Oh, we got Uff in here. How you doing, Uff? Uff, I gotta single out Uff for her tremendous generosity. Overwhelmingly generous. Okay, take care, Nicole. Overwhelmingly generous woman who donated so much in the way of money and stuff to people in the hurricane zones and stuff. She's an amazingly generous woman, and I want to thank you, Uff, for the incredible things that you did with your generosity. Everybody should have an Uff in life, huh? Mr. Tommy, boy, I got you in there too. So anybody else, last call, because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be working in the workshop today to get that cleaned up. So I kind of have to get on my horse. Hey, Vin. Let me give Vin, my friend from UK there. All right. Oh, thank you, Canada. I love Canadians. There's Catherine. There we go. Catherine, how are you today, honey? All right, there we go. Boom. Okay, so I think I got everybody pretty done. So I'm not going to waste anybody else's time. I'll go about 10 more minutes or so if there's something else that you guys want to. Oh, Flyboy Glenn is cool. Okay. So Flyboy Glenn, you have been vouched for. So pop your pop over there, and I will pop a wrench in your hand. Yeah, Whiskey's like, it's raining girls, baby. There we go. All right, Glenn, you've earned your wings, my friend. There we go. Let's see, what is Callie, Rosie, the name is Sweet Georgia. You should do a donation thing for lost animals for the storm. That's terrible. Hey, Sister Earth, nice to see you. Thank you. Yeah, Flyboy Glenn's like, yes. Yeah, what do you think about pets separated? Isn't there a clearinghouse for those? Isn't there a clearinghouse for those pets that are lost? Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody know Michelle Joseph? Michelle, I'm gonna wrench you up just because you have good taste in videos, right? There we go. So just kind of get this done. So thank you, Kimberly. You're sweet. Is Lucy here? Or are we just giving it? Oh, there she is. Okay. Thank you, Lucy. I don't think that, and nice to see you, by the way. I don't think that Sam did that last night because I can't. In walking that link backwards, I can't think of who would have given the who would have popped the link. Hi, Karen. Good morning to you. I don't know who would have. I don't know who would have given that link out. So You know, that's the thing. You know, I gave the link to 2 people, Nicole and Greg. So, but then they fan it out and give it to other people. So, you know, I can't know who did that. So, and Michelle said, I want to bring all the, there's got to be a pet clearinghouse for hurricane disasters and things. There's got to be one website or something that does all that. I'm going to say Pam Live, Wendy and I did not know. Well, Diane, welcome to you. I just wanted to tell you that this hangout is about you, and I wanted to personally apologize to you last night for being removed from the hangout. I did not know that was going to happen. Hey, Mr. Blair. So I want to apologize to you. That was the point of my hangout today, was to apologize to you. Make sure that you understood that we didn't boot you. You've been super kind to me, so it's much appreciated. So I'm glad that you popped over. I'm not sure I don't know, Lucy. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know that, Lucy, but I wish people wouldn't. My whole point of today also was I wish people wouldn't boot other people. Did she boot me out of the hangout the other night? I don't know. They all kind of whirl together for me. So thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. So, yeah, so. Rosie, trust the animal. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I would think that there are some real animal lovers down there in the Carolinas. Tango, Diane Rosie's. Yeah, I have been embarrassed about it, and I wanted to apologize to her. So, okay, Whirlwind Tailspin. All Whirlwind has to do is just post something there, and I will pop that on the side. Yeah, Cooper's like, I will avenge that. Hey, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Next baking stove needs to be sticky button. Now y'all gonna give me a lot of hate here, but remember, I promised Mama Bear that I would be okay. Take care, Katie. I hope you're feeling better, honey. To make that cherry angel food cake. So there's Whirlwind Tailspin. Whirlwind Tailspin, you've been elevated to glory status right there. There we go. Wear it well. I'm going to go ahead and shut down now. And thank you guys. I've got to go get dirty in the workshop. We do have Friday Night Foodies from last night. Was fantastic. I've not seen or heard from Mom of 3 boys saying, are you okay out there? Haven't seen any postings from you, no tweets, no nothing out there. I hope that you're okay out there. Check out, I'm going to be putting Friday Night Foodies live. Also did some metal detecting. A lot of people said, what's metal detecting about? And went out yesterday, but it was a case where the people, thank you, JK, the people were more interesting than the finds. Okay, you want to talk about what a wild place it is to go to the city park. You know, it's like it's unbelievable. So lots of good stuff coming. Felsie, thank you. Koopy, Viv, thank you, honey. Oh, you have seen her today. Okay, tell her I said hi. JK, thank you, my friend. Ash, kisses for you. Mimi, sweet. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Lots of good stuff coming. Kitten Cat, stay tough, girl. Karen, okay, says one shelter was taking in. Okay, good. Good. So seems like stuff is done. Willow, nice to see you, honey. Drew, thank you. Danny, Kitten Cat, stay tough as nails, honey. Wouldn't have it any other way. JK, thank you, sweetie. Silver Wings. I'll see you guys around, okay?